Good day everyone, my name is Nicolai and I'm here to talk about two figures about the operating system structures. So the first figure that I'll be explaining to you is the API system call OS relationship. So the system call provides an interface to the operating system services. Application developers often do not have direct access to the system calls. So the user application will then call the open method over here so that it can access them through an application programming interface. In here, there are two modes, which is the user mode and the kernel mode. In the user mode, the user application calls the open method, which is then processed in the system call interface. In the kernel mode, the system call interface invokes the system call in OS kernel. It maintains a table index according to the number associated with each system call. From this index table, the implementation of the called method is obtained, which is then returned to the user application in the user mode. The next figure that I'll be talking about is the microkernel system structure. A microkernel is a piece of software or even code that contains the near minimum amount of functions and features required to implement an operating system. It provides the minimal number of mechanisms, just enough to run the most basic functions of a system, in order to maximize the implementation flexibility, so it allows for other parts of the OS to be implemented efficiently, since it does not impose a lot of policies. In the microkernel structure, there are three modes: the user mode, the kernel mode, and the hardware. The first mode is the user mode, which has three parts: the application program, file system, and the device driver. The application program is any program designed to perform a specific function directly for the user, or in some cases for another application program. The next part is the file system, which is the methods and data structures that an operating system uses to keep track of files on a disk or partition. And the last part is the device driver, which is a program that controls a particular type of device that is attached to your computer. The next mode is the kernel mode, which also has three parts: the inter-process communication, memory management, and the CPU scheduling. The inter-process communication is a set of programming interfaces that allows a programmer to coordinate activities among different program processes that can run concurrently in an operating system. The second part is the memory management. The memory management is a form of resource management applied to computer memory. The essential requirements of memory management is to provide ways to dynamically allocate portions of memory to programs at their request and free it for use when no longer needed. The last part is the CPU scheduling. The CPU scheduling is a process which allows one process to use the CPU while the execution of another process is on hold. And the last mode is the hardware, which is what we see. So basically, the kernel mode is the one who communicates with the hardware for the user. So that's all. Thank you.